Hey, so this is what we're planning for our grill shell. We have the original fenders, the front fenders here, and as you can see, they're pretty rusty, pretty messed up in some areas, especially right here. It's pretty thin and messed up, dented. So these are the original fenders off the front. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take these two sides, we're gonna put them together like so. Just like that. And then we're going to weld or tack these together and then cut off this inside flange here. I don't know if you could see that, but we're gonna cut that off and we're gonna tack these together, and then you can kind of already see it taking shape. But once we do that, we're gonna cut out our desired grill shape of whatever we want here, and then the rest is just, you know, cut the outsides, the inside. You can probably see it how we're gonna do this, and yeah, it's gonna have a nice, probably we're gonna try to go for like more of a Studebaker, older Studebaker grill look, but yeah, we don't need these, and so we're gonna repurpose them into our grill. Welcome to the shop incinerator. We will burn everything and anything that is trash. One time we burnt, I kid you not, a bug zapper in this thing. It was a whole bug zapper, wires and all. We just shoved it in there and it burnt. This thing will burn anything. It's actually quite useful barrel stove. Okay, close it, it's hot. Yeah, it's very hot. Nice. Today we are working on our cowl for our radiator, our grill. This is kind of what we're looking at right here. Got these two front fenders tacked together, and this is the shape that we're going for. So that piece of tape came off, but it's gonna be a little taller. Our poster board wasn't wide enough, so it's gonna be actually like this big, and it's gonna have
probably more like this big.
Oh, okay. Oh, I just meant the opening, cut opening. It's actually gonna be like this big, but just the opening for the radiator is gonna be like this. Draw it in there, but we're working on that, and then we are also going to be working on the front end today. Working on the Crossmember, getting the radiator where it's gonna be. Also, kind of tacked up a little bit of the front suspension or front cantilever air suspension cane. But yeah, we're gonna get our Crossmember built for the radiator. So there's that as well. Gonna get started on that today as well. I need the tape. Okay, just finished cutting out our crossmember for the front. Got an old piece of square tubing. I think this is what we use to make the frame as well. So now I'm going to deburr it because I have to clean it, and then I'm also going to be showing where it goes, how it goes, the purpose, and everything else. Ready. So we mostly just deburr everything we cut with a regular flat file because that works the best. And then also I wanted to explain what this kind of is for. So this is our front crossmember, and the way it's gonna go is it's just gonna be like the frame. It's gonna be part of the air tank like this, and it's gonna be like a bridge between the two frame rails. So we're gonna be drilling our holes in either frame rail so the air can pass through this to the other frame rail, making the frame, the entire frame, just one gigantic air tank. So, and we calculated the volume to be 12.5 gallons. So it's a decent sized air tank. But yeah, so the process of the frame is just gonna be just like this, welded in there, make it airtight, probably test it, drill the holes, all that. And this is it, deburred. You saw before what it looked like. Got all the burrs on the outside here, but now it's clean. There's still some right there and right there, but yeah. So that's what this is for. We're also gonna wire reel it probably, so it's all nice and clean. And yeah, there you go. just finished cutting out this Cowl while I was cleaning that piece of metal, so you can kind of see what it's gonna look like. Just imagine this, but with a hole cut in it for a radiator, and then also with some nice little trim on there. Actually, that's it right there. Hi, dog. Scooch, scooch. This right here, we might have enough of this to put it around these edges to have a nice curved, sleek look. So yeah, that's pretty cool. First look at that. There's the cowl. Now we are just marking where this cross member and this radiator are gonna go. I don't know, like right about there.
Yeah, I want some decent clearance in there. So it's like 2 inches, maybe.
That's it. It's pretty good. I don't know.
Okay.
What about this hose?
Well, that'll clear barely. Yeah, that's a height difference.
Yeah, that's stuff.
I just don't want the fan to be like super close.
Okay, it's pretty much where you're holding it.
Okay, so mark it right there. And then, so that's going to be the inside mark for the cross member.
Cool.
So,
Let's get this
here,
thing.
put an X on this side so you don't forget.
Let's see if this even fits.
Perfect. No, that's the inside.
Yeah.
So I put the X.
I'm gonna put locks through this.
Well, we'll tack it in place once you get the holes drilled and everything. So,
cool. We would like to address a public concern of these Warrior Harbor Freight cutting wheels. As you can see, they're the cutting wheels.
I mean, I figured we'd try these, and they're not bad. They're real thin. They make a nice thin little cut, but they do not last. I mean, you're lucky if you can cut like 3 feet with one of these on sheet metal, even just thin sheet metal. They make a nice cut, but you can watch them get smaller.
Yeah, we cut from, or he did. He cut from here to like, was it like right there or somewhere right here?
part way down this, but yeah, still.
Yeah, it used an entire wheel. It was like this big by the time I got to there. And we have some old.
I mean, they're
DeWalt
cheap.
ones.
It's like $7 for 10 of them or something like that. $9 for 10 of them. I don't know. The DeWalt is definitely my preferred.
Yeah.
Cut off.
Oh, yeah, these things go out. These things get used like crazy. Like we have some old DeWalt ones. Like they're super small.
I think I used them. I just used the last one of those, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh. But yeah, we have a whole stack of these. We've already used a bunch of them because they just get used up like crazy. But yeah, we had all these little DeWalt ones like that big, and they just last forever. Like you just never use them all the way. But these things, they don't last worth a none. So yeah.
Really nice, fine little cuts, but definitely don't last very long.
Yeah. So public warning.
Okay, grab that speed spare right there. Okay, hold your side up and flush here. It needs to be flush.
Oh, that's what this is.
Well, I need that over here. So you're gonna eyeball that as flush as you can get it over there. And then I'm gonna make mine square.
Where's that big square? Split the gap. There's a little bit of a gap.
No, don't split the gap. You just hold it against your frame ring.
Oh, okay.
That'd be too hard to split the gap. I told you to cut it tight.
No, you just said to cut it.
There's an 1/8 inch. It's like an 1/8 inch. This one there is.
There's like a
This 30. On this side there is definitely an 1/8 inch gap there.
So right now we are drilling the holes. They're already center punched for the, these are the mounting brackets for the radiator, which is on our amazing little shop seat. There's the radiator. Once we got this cross-member welded in, not fully welded, but just in there, we went and had clamped those two pieces of angle iron, 26 inches tall angle iron to either side, and we centered it, and then we marked the holes where the holes were the mounting holes on the radiator, and this is what we got. There's another one of these. It's over there on the ground. But yeah, so now we're gonna drill our holes so we can bolt this to the radiator. And the reason that we're gonna make it bolt is so to get the engine out, because it's kind of close. If the radiator was just welded in there, then it would be a massive pain in the butt to get the engine out when you want to take the engine out. So we're gonna make the radiator removable. So it just bolts on, so you just unbolt it when you want to take it off, and then there you go. So yeah, I'm gonna start drilling this. caught you. We just ran out of welding wire, so we're just gonna go ahead and stop for the night. We might get some more wire tomorrow from maybe Tractor Supply or something. I don't know, but this is what we have for right now. We have our 3-inch gussets for the strength It for the radiator. So you can kind of imagine there's one, the other one's right here, and then your radiator will mount just like that to the front of that. So, yep. Too bad we ran out of wire, otherwise this thing would probably be bolted on already.
Probably be just done the whole truck.
Yeah. Whole truck would be done already if we wouldn't run out of wire. It's always such a waste of wire too. Whenever you run out of wire, you lose this entire tube. So, yeah. But, yeah, that's all for tonight.